prior to 2007, the United States Postal Service experienced 30 years of relatively steady growth, but in the last 10 years, they have lost a lot of money. In fiscal year 2016, the federal agency recorded a net financial loss of $5.6 billion. The year before, it was $5.1 billion. So the question is, will the post office be out of business, or will costs eventually skyrocket in the near future at the United States Postal Service?
Only the government can continue with something that's losing billions of dollars. So for us to sit back and say, logically, the post office should be out of business based upon their financial performance, that's the real world. But we're talking about government here, which is somewhat make-believe when it comes to fiscal responsibility. But the world is changing, and the post office needs to evolve, and it's not. President Trump urged Congress to consider reducing the frequency of mail delivery, specifically on Saturdays, but that was met with a lot of resistance. I thought that was a very reasonable proposal to start with, to say, look, let's not have Saturday deliveries and let's see how that plays out. But the truth of the matter here is the post office is out of date, it's costly to operate, and it's simply too slow. But at the same time, I don't think that we need to get rid of it. I think we need to fix it, because you have FedEx, UPS. They're obviously much faster, King, but they're far more expensive. And as far as the reduction in volume, when you look at many people now are paying their bills online, so that's reducing volume. And, of course, people are communicating via email primarily now, so you don't have people even sending documents by mail anymore. All that stuff is being attached to emails, and people are communicating with text, not so much fax. But there's so many alternatives to the U.S. Post Office that the volume is going to continue to drop. So how could you possibly maintain the same amount of hours, the same amount of workforce? It doesn't make any sense. And the other aspect of this, how could it be all these years have gone by with the post office, and it still takes 2 to 5 days for a letter to arrive, even if it's going local? It doesn't make sense. I mean, by horseback, it probably was taking the same amount of time back in the day. So I don't think cutting back on the days of delivery could possibly make it any slower. So I really think the place to start here is reducing the delivery days, as the president has suggested, as a starting point, and then take a look to see how this all plays out.
The finance guru, Dan Geltrude, every Saturday at 8:45 a.m. We'll discuss some more topics next week on the program. We appreciate your participation, Guru, and have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, King.
Thank you so much.